Bonjour! Today we're going to see some vocabulary conversations that we might encounter in a cafe or a restaurant. So, le serveur dit, vous avez choisi, vous avez choisi, vous désirez, vous désirez, vous prenez, vous prenez, bon appétit, bon appétit. So, one note about these questions and phrases, I didn't translate them exactly word for word. I translated them the way that we would most likely hear them in English. So don't get hung up on a word for word translation. For example, here this verb choisir means to choose, but we would more often probably hear someone say, have you decided? Instead of have you chosen? Although it does mean basically the same thing. Autres expressions utiles, bien sûr, bien sûr. Voilà l'omelette, or voici l'omelette. Imagine your server bringing you an omelette that you ordered and saying, oh, here's your omelette, or here's the omelette that you ordered. You might ask what beverages the restaurant has, so that in that case, the server could say something like, nous avons du jus d'orange, du jus de pomme, and list out all those different drinks. So you know this means we have. Il y a, maybe you asked about what types of sandwiches there are. So, il y a, there are des sandwiches au fromage, des sandwiches au jambon. So, this little phrase, il y a, means there is or there are. And tout de suite, right away. Le client dit, une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît. Une table pour deux, s'il vous plaît. So, of course, you know, you could change the number here depending on how many people are in your party. It's always good to say s'il vous plaît. It's always good to use your please. Excusez-moi, madame, or excusez-moi, monsieur. If you needed to get the server's attention, excusez-moi would be a great way to do that. Adding madame and monsieur, being extra polite there. Je voudrais, and je veux. Okay, je voudrais is much more polite. I would like versus saying I want. I think in some upcoming reading assignments, you may see this je veux in a more informal context when you have friends sharing a meal or a snack together. But I would definitely use je voudrais if you are speaking to someone you don't know. Je prends, I'll take, and I would also add a s'il vous plaît at the end. Par exemple, je prends un croque-monsieur, s'il vous plaît. And if you wanted to ask if they had a certain thing, you could say, vous avez, do you have? So, vous avez des frites? Asking if they have fries. Autres expressions. Donnez-moi la soupe à l'oignon, s'il vous plaît. Here's just an example, but here we could say give me. If you were going to use it this way, definitely add a please so that doesn't seem like a real bossy command. Apportez-moi l'addition, s'il vous plaît. Bring me the check, please. Again, a please is very much needed with these commands. So this is just a brief introduction to some vocabulary that you might see in a restaurant conversation. You're going to have the opportunity to practice this in a couple of reading and listening assignments. So please let me know if you have any questions. Bonne journée!